Hello and welcome back for this next lecture on the refrigeration and air conditioning. Today we will discuss the few numericals on the vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So in this vapor compression refrigeration cycle that we have discussed, this VCC is consists of four processes, out of which first process is isentropic compression, second process is constant pressure heat rejection, third process is isoenthalpic expansion or the throttling process, and the fourth process is the constant pressure heat addition process. So with the help of these four processes, the vapor compression system is executed. So today we will solve few the numericals based on this vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So let's take first numerical. R12, a refrigeration machine, has evaporator temperature of 5 degrees Celsius and condenser temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. Determine the first theoretical piston displacement per TR, theoretical power per TR, and COP of the system. I will once again read this problem. A R12 refrigeration machine means the refrigerant used in this machine is R12, has evaporator temperature of 5 degrees Celsius. The evaporator maintained at 5 degrees Celsius and the condenser temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. Means, as we have discussed in the Carnot cycle, T1 is 5 degrees Celsius and T2 is 40 degrees Celsius. So then we have to determine the theoretical piston displacement per TR, theoretical power, and the COP. So for that purpose, the property table is given. This property table is given the pressure in terms of bar, specific volume of gas in meter cube per kg, enthalpy in kilojoule per kg, entropy in kilojoule per kg Kelvin, or Cp, that's a specific heat. So if your refrigerating system is maintained at two different temperatures, and as we know that as the temperature changes, the properties can be changed. So here they have given the properties at 5 degrees Celsius as well as at 40 degrees Celsius. So the properties at 5 degrees Celsius are: pressure is 0.6296 bar, specific volume is 0.04781 meter cube per kg, enthalpy at liquid and vapor, I will explain this later on. Enthalpy of liquid is 204.72, enthalpy of vapor is 354.64, entropy of liquid is 1.6169 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, and entropy of a vapor is 1.5560, and specific heat is the 0.66. Also the properties at 40 degrees Celsius are also given. Pressure is 9.594 bar, specific volume is 0.01836, enthalpy at liquid is 239.29 kilojoule per kg, enthalpy of vapor is 368.67 kilojoule per kg, entropy of liquid is 1.1324, and entropy of vapor is 1.5456. Also specific heat at 40 degrees Celsius is 0.76 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So these properties are given here. So first we will draw the pH chart for the vapor compression refrigeration cycle. pH chart for the vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So how the pH chart is there? So on y-axis there is pressure, on x-axis there is a enthalpy. There is one saturation curve. The process 1 to 2 is starting from saturated vapor, 1 to 2 is the isentropic compression, 2 to 3 is the constant pressure heat rejection, up to the liquid state. But when it intersect the saturation vapor at a saturated liquid side, at that point we have marked the point number 3. But in between that constant pressure heat rejection line is also intersecting the saturated vapor curve. Also there we have marked there 2 dash. Again 3 to 4 is the throttling process and 4 to 1 is the constant pressure heat addition process. So pH chart is drawn. Also you can draw the TS diagram as well. So that diagram will be same as it is. Just here we have added one more point, that is a 2 dash. So 2 dash is the point which the condenser pressure line which intersects the saturation vapor curve. So that point is the 2 dash. Now if you look at this problem, what they have given? They have given the pressure temperatures. So which temperature is given? The condenser temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. Now condenser temperature of 40 degrees Celsius means T2 dash is given, because at T2 there is a vapor superheated region. So therefore T2 dash is equal to 40 degrees Celsius. But we have to convert into the Kelvin. So therefore T2 dash is equal to 40 plus 273 is equal to 313 Kelvin. 313 Kelvin. Again the enthalpy is given. Now here I will tell you what is the enthalpy and what is the entropy of liquid and vapor. Suppose you take the PCR line or PK line, that is a condenser pressure line, 2 to 3 line. So that line is intersecting on saturated liquid line at point number 3, and that same line is also intersecting the saturated vapor at point number 2 dash. So when this condition is there, at that time that line is also having the enthalpy at liquid state and enthalpy at vapor state, means it will intersect the 2 points. So this is the formula for the liquid and vapor states. Now we will take next the enthalpy of 1, means H1 is given. What is the H1? 1 is at the evaporator pressure line and evaporator pressure temperature is 5 degrees Celsius. So for 5 degrees Celsius, 1 point is at the saturation vapor line. So 1 point saturation vapor and 5